connected.
What's up YouTube? It's dafobra. And this is my Shoei RF 1200 helmet. This is the helmet that I have done motovlogs on for the past 2 years or so. And I'm currently using a GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black Edition with a Sena GP10 back in a Sena waterproof case. Now, I know you've seen a ton of videos on how to set up your helmet mount, but I think I might have an easier solution that you might want to hear about. So as I said, this is my Shoei RF 1200 helmet, and this mount here is a combination of several pieces, and I've actually done a video on how I have this set up. To be honest with you, what makes this actually livable are the Allen head screws and getting rid of all of these GoPro thumb screws, because when you have those it looks like a complete mishmash disaster of sorts. So at least this cleans it up a little bit, and this seems to work fairly well for this setup. But I now have a second helmet. This is my Speed and Strength SS1600. I have reviews on both of these helmets, and I'll put them down in the description if you want to check them out. The problem is, when I take this mount that's made for the contours of the RF 1200 and I put it on my SS1600, well, it's not exactly perfect. And quite honestly, I don't have a ton more of these pieces, and the more pieces that you put on, in my opinion, the weaker it gets, the more stress points, the more potential breaks. So I was looking for something better. And then by some crazy coincidence of perfect timing, the people at U-Motos reached out to me and said, hey, I have a brand new mount that you might want to check out. Now, U-Motos used to be Dead Cat. They actually made the screw U joint, which I made a video of a few years back, and I still have a few of those. And this one is the latest incarnation of their design. It's actually made of nylon now, and they use selective laser sintering to create it, which makes it much stronger. And what's nice about it is it keeps that U-Moto's screw U joint feature of tons of adjustabilities, which is what we need on the front of our helmets. So this one's made for the GoPro series of action cameras, and it'll attach to a standard GoPro mount and allow you to move it forward and backward, and then in this mount you can rotate it left and right. And it does provide a great deal of adjustability. This is also you can mount it this way or spin it around, and you can mount it that way. So let's see what we can do for this particular helmet. Okay, so let's put it all together. There are two ways to put this part of the mount onto the GoPro mount, and that is this way here, it'll swing out, or this way here, it will swing out. For this particular application, we're going to put it with the nut on top and the bolt on the bottom. I think that'll just give us a better angle for the SS1600, but if need be, we can always spin it around. Not a big deal. So the first thing we're going to do is finger tighten the Allen head bolt. At this point, you should snug them up, but not super tighten them. You want them to be able to move around so you can test the adjustability. So now that we have the one side on, I'm thinking it'll go something like that. And now you can see we have the second part of the U-Motos mount, and that's this piece right here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to snug it up, but not super tighten it. The last piece of the puzzle is going to be our GoPro. Put that in the mount and snug it up as well. Now we're going to click it onto the sticky mount on our helmet. Once you get the angle where you want it, tighten up the Allen head bolts. And that's it. So I have now the perfect angle, and it's always ready to go. It's solid. Matter of fact, you can lift this up no problem by the camera. And if you ever want to pull it off, you simply pull it all off as one piece. So now I have a great mount ready on the Speed and Strength SS1600 that I don't have to switch from one helmet to the other. And it's lighter and it's stronger than using a bunch of those GoPro pieces. Now, U-Motos is based out of the UK, but they do sell and ship internationally. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check them out. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the section down below, and I'll do my very best to answer them. And thank you very much for watching. Ride safe, everyone. I'll see you.